15 cities across South Florida are coming apart. This isn't rumor, it's a financial crisis in motion. Behind the sunshine, more than 275,000 people are expected to leave Florida in 2025, driven out by insurance premiums soaring past $12,000 a year, collapsing home prices, and mortgage payments that have nearly doubled since 2021. As listings pile up and sellers slash asking prices by as much as $75,000, whole communities are caught in a downward spiral. But which cities are suffering most? And what's fueling the exodus? Florida's population boom has officially slammed into reverse. New projections show 275,000 residents leaving in 2025, the sharpest outflow since the 2008 crash. Miami-Dade is on track to lose over 67,000 residents, while Broward and Palm Beach together could lose more than 33,000. The reason? Money? Median home prices that soared 60% to 80% during the pandemic are now falling by $40,000 to $75,000 in key markets like Cape Coral and Naples. Statewide, the median sits at $412,734, a 4% drop year over year, the steepest since 2011. A $350,000 mortgage that cost $1,875 a month at 3% interest now runs $20,300 at 7%. That extra $825 a month is wiping out savings, especially for those who bought at the peak. For retirees and fixed-income homeowners, rising insurance bills make the hit even worse. Property insurance in Florida has become an emergency. Premiums have jumped 34% in 1 year, averaging $3,023 statewide. But along the coasts, annual bills routinely top $8,000, even $12,000. In Fort Lauderdale, insurance alone now rivals the mortgage. 6 major carriers collapsed in 2022, leaving Citizens Property Insurance Corporation, the state-run backup, as Florida's largest insurer with more than 800,000 policies. New FEMA flood zone maps made things worse. 89,000 Broward properties were reclassified as high risk, forcing thousands into mandatory flood policies that cost $1,500, $3,000 a year. In Miramar and Pembroke Pines, over 47,000 homes got new flood insurance bills overnight. For many, the math just doesn't work anymore. Affordability has crashed. Florida now ranks 49th out of 50 states. South Florida's housing unraveling comes down to 4 powerful forces: insurance chaos, affordability collapse, investor flight, and oversupply. 1. The insurance catastrophe. Premiums exploding 18% year after year, with coastal homes paying $8K, $15K annually. Some homeowners now pay as much for coverage as they do for their mortgage. 2. The affordability squeeze. Wages in cities like Cape Coral and Palm Bay haven't budged, but monthly payments cleared $2,500 once taxes and insurance hit. Families are forced to choose: stay and drown in debt or sell and leave. 3. The investor exodus. Institutional buyers once made up 25% of all sales. Now it's under 6%. Rental yields in Palm Bay and Punta Gorda have plunged below 4.5%. Short-term rentals that sold for $675K at the peak now sit unsold at $500K, some owners slashing $100K plus just to escape. 4. The inventory flood. Active listings are up 34% year over year, with 197,000 homes now for sale, more than double the entire Northeast. In Cape Coral, 12,000 homes sit unsold. Sellers who bought high must cut prices, pay closing costs, or watch their equity vanish. July 31st, 2024, FEMA's new flood maps hit Broward County like a tidal wave. Nearly 89,000 parcels were suddenly high risk. Miramar, 25,878 homes reclassified. Pembroke Pines, 22,079. Hollywood, 7,392. Dania Beach, 3,550. Homeowners with federally backed mortgages had 30 days to prove flood coverage or face lender-imposed policies costing thousands more. For longtime residents like Rodney Chin in Miramar, who'd never seen water reach his driveway, the notice was surreal and devastating. Flood insurance bills now run $1,200, $3,000 for a typical $500K home. Every new map update sends anxiety rippling through these suburbs. Listings climb, buyers vanish, and sellers start cutting. The suburban dream, repriced with a flood zone warning label. Then come the condos, Florida's quiet catastrophe. In Pompano Beach, median condo prices have dropped 8% since early 2024, now averaging $282K. But the real crisis is beneath the paint. After Senate Bill 4D, every aging building must complete expensive structural repairs and maintain reserve funds. Owners face $20K, $80K assessments due within months. HOA fees have ballooned to $650+ a month, and sales are stalling, up 44% in listings, 29% with price cuts. In Fort Lauderdale, median condos linger 93 days on market, double last year. Cash buyers dominate because lenders won't finance buildings with underfunded reserves. Carrying costs above $100 to $300 a month for a two-bedroom are common. In Port St. Lucie, West Palm Beach, and St. Petersburg, similar stories unfold. Assessments from $15K to $60K per unit, insurance spikes, and buyers demanding steep discounts. For thousands of retirees, waterfront living now comes with six-figure fine print. Punta Gorda, home prices down 7.3%, condos down 11%, the worst in the state. Investors fleeing, rentals collapsing, listings up 20%. Palm Bay, developers drowning in 3,200 unsold homes. New build prices fell from $385K to $328K, and rents are down 12%. Northport, single-family homes down 5%, condos 9%, insurance over $4K, property taxes climbing, and buyers fading. Lakeland, now leading the nation in foreclosures. One filing for every 172 homes, more than double the U.S. average. Cape Coral, ground zero. Prices down 11% in 2 years, half of listings have price cuts, 8% of owners underwater, the highest rate in America. A home that sold for $675K now struggles to hit $500K. This isn't a correction, it's a reset. The contagion's already spreading. In Texas, inventory jumped across every metro. Austin plus 113%, Dallas-Fort Worth plus 31%, Houston plus 124%, San Antonio plus 16%. Price cuts are accelerating, 34% of Dallas listings, 30% in Austin and San Antonio. Arizona's cooling even faster. Greater Phoenix home prices down 6.9% since 2022, and active listings up 36%. Homes linger 79 days on market, echoing Florida's stall. Across the Sun Belt, inventories stretch 9 to 12 months. Buyer activity down double digits. The power has shifted. For the first time in years, buyers hold the leverage. For anyone buying now, due diligence is survival. Request every number: insurance, flood coverage, HOA fees, assessments. Ask for reserve studies, inspection reports, and renewal schedules. In condos, one missed line item can cost tens of thousands later. In 2025, negotiating isn't rude, it's required. Seller-paid rate buydowns, closing credits, even prepaid HOA dues, all on the table. Lower sticker prices don't mean lower costs. Owning in Florida now comes with fine print measured in risk. In 2024, South Florida's housing inventory jumped 34%, and 275,000 residents prepared to leave. Insurance premiums climbed from $8K to $12K, investor demand collapsed, and flood zone expansions reshaped the map. The result? A market that went from pandemic boom to controlled fall. And it's rewriting the playbook for every Sunbelt city. The question isn't whether Florida will recover, it's what the new Florida will cost to live in.